Who you got, Kate?
Sam Emilus, William Stanback, Trevor Harris, Brady O, Patrick Neufeld. Who do you got, Enoch?
A couple of Argos. Win McManus, Tavares Daniels, AJ Ouellette, former Argo. Mike Rose of the Calgary Stampeders jersey.
This seems a little biased, doesn't it?
Well,
It'd be cool. We could just pick one of these players, and they'd end up being our co-host for the evening.
Nah, we can't do that. No way.
Can't do it.
Ah, the great Miltradamus can make it happen. Yes. So who do you have, Kate?
Here are my cards.
Oh, let me see here. Who do I have, Kate?
Stavros Katsantonis.
I can make it happen. Voila!
Ask and you shall receive. Let's do this.
Friday Night Football on TSN. Kate Burness alongside Enoch Mwamba, Milt Stegall, and please formally welcome to the panel, it is Stavros Katsantonis.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Kate. It's great to be here.
Oh, we are happy to have you, and thank you for dressing up, unlike these two who are clearly making it casual Fridays around. Well, it is Stav's night. We're going to have an entire panel here ready to break down this game. Lots coming up. And when it comes to the quarterbacking situation, no one knows better than obviously Stavros, because you're chasing down these quarterbacks. Well, at least you're looking for what they're going to be doing on the field. And when it comes right now to Dustin Crum, I mean, we know how well he can use his legs, and we just said Tommy Condell obviously would like to see him pass a little bit more, but what makes it so difficult when a guy like that is in the lineup?
Yeah, when a guy like Dustin Crum, who can run the ball, extend plays more than, your average 4 seconds of play when you got D linemen running after you, hopefully getting to the quarterback, but a guy like Dustin Crum who can get out of the pocket, make a play from 4 seconds into 8 seconds, it marks terror for any DBs, because covering a guy for that long on this big of a field in the CFL is a very difficult thing to do.
Just saying, no, you give Trey that money, though you had to see what you had in Trey. But now hindsight's pretty darn easy, Milt. It really is.
That organization is saying
anyone could say that in any position, though.
You've been in a locker room before where there's been quarterback controversy, and so have I. Sometimes those things creep into the locker room, into the inner circles of, your DBs or your receiving core of,
we should have started him earlier.
Maybe I'm a 1,000-yard receiver instead of a 500-yard receiver.
Hindsight's easy. Joined now by our Luke Wilson in Ottawa. And Luke, before I get chatting about Justin Rankin, I know that Stav wanted to chime in first.
Hey, Luke, I just wanted to thank you for bowing out of the CFL's greatest mustache race. But other than that, I think you're still killing it out there, man.
Listen, all I got to say is for a first-timer on the panel today, the suit looks phenomenal. The hair looks great. I mean, you can do it both. On the field, you got it flown out the back. The stats looks good. You're dialed up, cleaned up or not. I couldn't be more excited for you.
You know what, Luke? If you would have had a mustache in this hit right now, we could have gone side by side and done a comparison, but maybe the next time you're here. Maybe you can grow one out the next time. Luke, let's get back to...
I'll be honest. I almost buzzed the hair. I almost buzzed the hair this week just to really go wild,
Really?
Britney Spears style. So I'm just glad I kept it.
You know what?
Yeah, I thought
glad
about
you
it.
kept
It was
too.
close.
Now I just don't know what to expect every time you pop up on camera. So you're going to have to come back, Stav. Would you ever buzz the hair?
Oh, that'd be a tough one. I'd have to have that discussion with my wife. I don't think she'd be
She's shaking her head, absolutely not. So that's not going to be happening. All right, let's get back to football now. It's been so incredibly good, and Luke just broke it all down there, Stav, but you're a guy who knows too well how hard he is to stop. What makes him so dynamic?
Yeah, I think the thing with Justin Rankin is he's a dual threat type of guy, right? He's got deceptive speed. He can run away from you, has the longest rush from scrimmage in the CFL this year at 74 yards. And then he's got those compact quads where he can take it to the next level, run you over, but also make you think a little bit longer to make you miss. So I think that's the thing that a lot of these defensive backs and linebackers have to really think about when they're playing against him is he going to juke me? Is he going to run me over? And when you have to think a little bit longer in football, that changes the game for you.
And we have enough tape on him at this point, I mean, watching him, but how do you even start preparing for something like that? Or do you just try to adapt in play? Is this something that you're constantly thinking of when you're on the field?
Oh, yeah, it's a mental battle. It starts all in the mind at first when you have to make that decision that, hey, this is the guy we're going against this game. We got to tackle by population. It can't just be one guy, and we got to stop that engine before it gets started.
Look, you're having an incredible season. I think we can all admit that.
Thank you.
But we have to show this. Just how strong he is. So let's flash back here and just see what Justin Rankin can do, and bam!
I had to eat that one. I had to eat that one. And that's the decisions right there where you got to make a decision, and it's a tough one on the goal line.
Now, you know we wouldn't do you dirty like that. So here's what we did. So you know what you could have done? You could have just, crawled into a little hole did not come out. But you know what you did instead? You came out and you had that glorious pick after.
I cut it back because I was looking for Rankin on that playback.
Were you? Is that what you're doing the entire time?
Get down, baby.
But you know we couldn't do you dirty and just show the one play without the other,
Oh,
correct?
yeah, of course. I appreciate you guys.
All right, well, that just shows the power of Rankin, and good for you. That's just mental toughness right there, Stav. You can say whatever you want, but you can't tell me you don't have these games circled on your calendar. Now, I know that these teams have already met so far this season, but Stav, you play with guys, too, that play their former teams. Maybe something happened in the offseason. And as I said, you can't tell me that they want to play a little extra harder. They really, really want this one, don't they?
Oh, yeah, the animosity for that build-up week for when you're playing your former team. I mean, my current teammate Jamal Peters, this guy is the most excited he's ever been when we go and play Toronto, especially this upcoming Labor Day game. All he's thinking is, how can I get my get-back on that team? How can I make the most plays possible? Same with a guy like Deshaun Amos, who similarly had a great game versus the Argos back in, week 2 or week 3, had a pick on his former team. So anytime you can have a splash game like that against your former team, it's just another level.
I love when the crossover is in the mix. Look, I realize that the crossover team has never won the Grey Cup before, but it just makes an interesting playoff scenario. And it hasn't really worked out the best either. We've had some blowout games, but it does look like right now the West is trending in that direction of coming over to the East. But that's why these games mean so much tonight, Stavros.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, even you look at Ottawa's schedule going down the stretch here. They got to play, some tough games against some tough West opponents who are in the battle for those crossover games. So you look at that and the aspect of Edmonton fighting for that same crossover spot, it just adds that animosity. BC, the same when they have to come to town and play them in a few weeks here. Shoot, anytime you can talk about a crossover in your locker room and have that playoff chance, it really changes the dynamic of your season.
I'm going to put you on the spot. You guys, Hamilton Tiger Cats, have to play one of the teams that cross over. Who would you want to play?
Whoever shows up to
No,
That's not how this works. No, you are not allowed to say you must be honest on this panel.
Who do you want to play? Look at him, he's starting to sweat.
Does anyone have a towel out there? No, I mean, that's how it is in any football game. If you had to say, which DB do you want to play against? You're going to say, line up whoever, I'm going to beat them all.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't. I want to play against whoever. I'm going to say a name. Come on.
Yeah, David Sanchez, maybe?
Oh, no, that's not a challenge. You don't have to say, I know Scott Milanovich is watching. He wouldn't want you to say anything, so you don't have to answer.
Bulletin board material. But yeah, no, that crossover, this is the exciting part of the season.
You love the crossover.
I love it.
Who doesn't?
Love it. But this is the part of the season where now you got a team starting to know each other. They're starting to understand each other, but you also have to fight. And it's tough. It's tough crossing over. How many teams have gone to the Grey Cup when they crossed over?
None.
It's never happened.
It's never happened.
Zero.
It's never happened.
Yep.
Stav, I'll give you one more shot. You want to say a team? One more chance.
Go Ticats.
Fans are ready. We're ready. It is Enoch Mwamba, Milt Stiegel, and once again, welcome to Stavros Katsantonis joining us for Friday Night Football. A fantastic pregame, by the way.
Thank you.
You know why? Because he dressed for success, unlike the two of you. Let's go key matchups tonight, Milt Stiegel.
We're going with Dustin Crum against Niles Morgan and Joe DeBlanco. And I say that because we know how Justin Crum likes to use his legs, and I think those two guys are assigned to stop him. If he can get going early with his legs, I think that would open up his passing game. But if those two guys can stop him, I don't know how these Ottawa Red Blacks will win this game.
And I got Justin Rankin, who we talked about in the pregame, versus the party starter, Adarius Pickett. I think that's going to be a phenomenal matchup tonight. Adarius is going to have to cover him out of the backfield when he's running. And look, Justin Rankin is a dual threat running back. He's on pace to be the CFL's first running back to run the single season record for the 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same year.
Incredible year so far.
Mill, I'm going to go with you. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure for that front four in Edmonton for sure. But before they get to the linebackers, this front four has to stand their ground. And I'm looking at Brendan Barlow. I'm looking at Robbie Smith as well. Now, Brinkman and Serezna are going to be busy tonight because I anticipate a lot of running game beyond just Dustin Crum as well. So those running backs in the backfield are going to be busy tonight.
You know what, too? I would give Robbie Smith a little credit right now, too. I think we got on him at the beginning of the season a lot, too. He's got a lot of money, right? You're going to be made that money. You got to show up a little bit.
Right.
And by the way, it's Friday Night Football, and we'll also give you an audition. Did you want to be part of the Friday Night Football theme song
Can you
here?
sing?
Can you sing?
Sing your favorite part, your favorite part.
It's Friday Night Football tonight.
We got to put him on. We got to put him on.
I didn't even think he was going to do that. He wouldn't name a team, but now he's auditioned. And we made Witten redo his part. All right, we're ready to go from the nation's capital. It is Edmonton. It is Ottawa. Kickoff from TD Place coming up next. defense by Edmonton, but all of a sudden we've got ourselves a football.
Get it, Enoch.
Get up. Just couldn't help himself. He's still doing what he does best. He's extending the plays. He's got those short passes. We love talking about his completion percentage and what he does, but he's also using his legs in this game too. And I think that's been the impressive part for me. He had that 30-yard run. He's got 37 on the ground. And look, Stavros, we've seen him so much. He is once again controlling this game. I mean, he did have the pick, but overall quite good.
Yeah, the one blemish is the pick, but like we talked about in the pregame, I mean, the guy's consistent. He knows what he's doing out there. That's all you can ask from your quarterback, is to be a clinical type quarterback. And that's what he's putting out on there, is clinic Cody Fajardo tape, taking what the defense is giving him. Like we heard at the halftime, he's 16 to 21, holding that 76% passing completion percentage and 178 yards. He's on pace for over 300-yard game. We'll see what happens in the second half. Edmonton, the last 3 minutes is where they survive and where they win football games in the 3 minutes. And here you got Cody right here, taking a page out of Justin Rankin's book, running through 2 tackles right there, and then gets the slide right there, and there he is.
Let's talk about Nathan Rourke right now, because he was absolutely sensational against the Montreal Alouettes. He had 382 yards passing. He had those 4 TDs. And look, it's just watching him each and every week. He's getting to that level once again where we're just kind of in awe of him.
Yeah, I think Nathan Rourke is one of those guys that you really have to study him when you're playing against him. You have to be on your A game, because you know, whether it's a pass down the field or being able to read a defense, the thing that he really brings to the game is his ability to extend plays. I mean, the guy is probably one of the hardest quarterbacks to tackle in the league. He finds out ways to just evade, and then make a big play down the field. And then before you know it, it's 400 yards later, and, you know, he's out there making big plays. So
yeah, and to your point, he's one of those quarterbacks that can make anything happen, right? He can make all his throws on the football field, and if you put a lot of pressure on him, he is smart enough to also dissect the defense and let go of the ball really fast. And one of the things that we often talk about Trevor Harris when we talk about the length of time that he takes with the ball and he's able to release it quickly. Nathan Rourke can also do that, and so he can beat you in multiple ways. And when you got his receivers that are also contributing the way that they are right now, they're a tough team to beat when Nathan Rourke is at his best. And the best thing about this man is that the game is never out of reach when you got him. You know, you can go down the stretch and it could be a close game, and he has got a lot of poise.